The year was 1960 and the United States Chess Federation introduced a new ranking system created by a Hungarian-American physics professor Arpad Elo. The system is called the Euler rating system and it's still broadly used in everything from video games to Tinder, and it's the real reason why your rank in League of Legends does not matter. The Elo system was originally invented as an improved chess rating system over the previously used Harkness system. It is also used as a rating system for multiplayer competitions in a variety of video games, tabletop games, and other sports. It's a real hot topic in the chess world of which variation of Elo rating is the best one. The chess fandom is really heating up. In FIDE system, the highest score ever recorded was by Magnus Carlsen at 2,853 points. He's like the faker of the chess world. He's amazing. So MMR, which stands for matchmaking rating, is essentially the same as Elo. If you're confused by the terms, they pretty much mean the same thing. The difference is simply that Elo results from the Elo system calculations, whereas MMR adds other calculations. In League of Legends, the Elo system was officially used until Season 2. You had to play 5 games to get your Elo score, and there were 3 different scores for 3v3, 5v5 solo, and the good old 5v5 team queues. In Season 2, if you had the rating between 1250 and 1399 points, you were placed in bronze. So technically, it was possible to be so bad at Ranked League that you didn't even deserve the bronze rating. What a time to be alive! Somewhere in Season 2 the system was changed, so everyone with the Elo rating from 0 to 1149 was placed in bronze. The calculations for Elo system can easily be found online, but Riot has obviously implemented some adjustments, so there is no way of knowing how the Elo system in League is calculated. League is still using a system similar to Elo to this day, but I couldn't find any more specific information on it, so for the rest of the video we'll be just focusing on MMR. In Season 3, Riot introduced the system we all know to this day, the Leagues, which is essentially just an MMR system hidden in a fancy dress costume. Season 4 added Master Tier, and Season 9 added the Iron Tier and the Grandmaster Tier and reduced the division numbers from 5 to 4. So how exactly does MMR work and how does it affect your games? Each player has a secret MMR score. There is no way of knowing your exact MMR score, but there are ways of guessing if the league you're currently in matches your MMR. Remember the Elo system from the early seasons and how your Elo score corresponds to a ranking? Well, somewhere in the Riot spaghetti code a system like that still exists to this day. So, how can you know if you have good MMR? Well, let's say you're placed in Diamond 4 and you get plus 26 LP for a win. Congrats, your MMR matches your rank and it's what you're expected to get. If you get 10 to 15 LP for a win, then your MMR is hella messed up and you need to reconsider your life choices. Another way of knowing if your MMR is bad is to look at what rank are the other players in your game. If you're Diamond 4 and you're placed with Platinum 3 players, then you have inflated MMR and the game thinks that your actual skill level is at a lower scale of Platinum. Win streaks and lose streaks can influence your MMR more than you think, so if you're tilted, for the love of God, stop playing League and go play some Animal Crossing. This is a hot topic, but keep in mind that dodging game because of trolls in your team does not reduce your MMR. Yes, you will lose some LP, but MMR stays the same and that's what really matters. I'm not advocating for dodging games, but keep that tidbit of information handy. How bad can your MMR get? Well, it can get so bad that it's actually easier to abandon the account that you're playing on and just start with a fresh one. I've seen plenty of diamond accounts being thrown away because of bad MMR. One of the problems with Elo rating system in chess is the game activity versus protecting your score. Essentially, high Elo players would play less games in order to not lose rank. This was one of the main reasons why Magic the Gathering abandoned the Elo system. League of Legends solves this issue by decaying players' rank if they don't play certain time. For all Masters and above players, the system works by using a banking system. Each player can hold up to 10 games in their bank and it decays by 1 each day. Once you reach 0 days in your bank, you start losing 250 LP per day. So if you want to keep your rank in Masters and above, you can forget about holidays longer than 10 days. One thing to know, the LP decay does not affect your MMR. CSGO uses a system Glyco 2. though a very heavily modified version of it. The main difference between it and ELO system is that it does not assign you a single score, it gives you a range instead. So instead of having a rating of 1455 in Glyco 2 system, your rating would be in the range of 1200 to 1800, thus allowing the system to be sure that your actual rank is somewhere in that range. It also takes into consideration the performance volatility. Both the ELO and the Glyco 2 systems were designed for 1v1 matches and obviously had to be changed for competitive 5v5 games. Riot is constantly improving their ranking system. In their dev video released on 10th of January just this year, they promised that big changes are coming to League in Season 11, including autofill parity.
We've been listening to and absorbing your feedback around ranked and matchmaking. This year, we're going to be making a significant investment in making a more competitive, transparent, and rewarding system for ranked.
ELO Hell, also known as MMR Hell, refers to portion of competitive matchmaking where individual matches are of a poor quality and are usually determined by things out of your control, like less than bright teammates. In my personal opinion, you pretty much have two sets of ELO Hell in League. That's Bronze and Diamond 4, naturally. Bronze, because players still make a million mistakes but are more cocky than the Iron players, so they tend to int even more and just are generally unhelpful. Diamond 4 has a lot of boosted players who really don't have the skill required to be in Diamond, so every time you queue up it's a coin flip to see who will be in your team. The term originated in League of Legends but now is widely used in a variety of competitive games and even Tinder out of all places. No, seriously, Tinder still uses a system very similar to ELO ranking and people in forums are discussing how to escape, wait for it, Tinder ELO Hell. It's a real thing, Google it. So the main takeaway from this video is, when you get old and you stop playing video games, you can still get the high of climbing the ELO ladder in chess. But on a serious note, the main takeaway is that League system is just a pretty way to display your hidden MMR. You should honestly just focus on keeping your MMR healthy and not just reaching that desired Diamond 4 rank. Thank you for watching, I hope the video was useful, I hope you learned something, and as always, I'll see you next time.